Hello everyone. So in this video I'm going to show you 5 different methods how the spectator can cut by themselves the deck of playing cards and they find the aces. Let me give you an example. Can you please cut over half and put it right here next to it? And from this packet, cut the half and put it over here as well. And the same from this packet. Okay. So as you can see, I think this is pretty fair. Okay. So let's see where they actually cut. Okay. This is the moment of truth. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 aces. Okay. And that's it. A really amazing technique, but right before I even explain this one, let's see the other ones. Okay, can you please cut it in half and put it right here? And once again from this packet, half, and right over here. And the last time, right next. Okay, so as you notice, you cut in 4 different sections. Okay, and I hope you see, this is a free choice. Okay, so we have 1, 2, and 3 cards. Okay, these are the 4 aces. I'm going to ask you to cut it in 4 different packets. Cut about a half and put it right here. And again from this packet, put it right next. And from this one, put it right here as well. Okay, fair enough. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 cards. Okay, completely at random. 1, 2, 3, 4 aces. 1, 2, 3, and 4 aces. And the same thing, I'm going to ask you to cut it in half and put it right here on the side. And from this packet, do the same. And the last one from here, put it over there. Okay, about half of it. And we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 cards. Okay, I think that looks fair enough. The spectator is the one who chooses where they want to cut. Here we have 4 different packets. So finally, can you please cut it in half and put it right over here? And one more time, the same, and the same from here to here. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 different cards in which you cut completely at random. Okay, so are you happy with that one? Yeah, okay. So let's see which cards are these. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4 aces. Okay, so I'm going to start explaining the 5 different methods using the same sequence that you watch in the performance. And for this one, this is the most visual, but not the most convenient, because you need a table. And if the table is lower than your legs, like this one, okay, because my knees are right here, you need a pillow at the bottom, because you need to lap. You have to drop the cards, the aces, right behind the table. And not only that, I also use a key card. This card is 1 millimeter shorter, or even 2, because you ain't gonna use it. The Joker, I got about 2 millimeters. Okay, it's gonna be on the short sides, because when I have to pick up everything, the 4 aces on the last stack, I have to pick up just the 4 aces. So I need to ensure it's only the 4 cards. You can use any other method, but you have to square the last packet, the spectator cut. So you can riffle with your thumb and ensure you have 4 cards. Okay, this is really important. I always ask the spectator to cut 1 packet at a time. Let's say you ask the spectator, well, I'm going to ask you to please cut this packet in 4 different sections. If they do that, they probably end with 3 or 4 cards on the last packet. It happens to me, it happens quite a lot. So you have to be careful on that. That's why you have 2 spectators, let them participate. Each one of the spectators, they can cut 1 packet at a time. Ask them to cut it in half, the same as you watch in the performance. That's the same way it works the best. Just cut it in half, and then half of this half and half of this other one. And they may lose track of the top packet or the top section. Okay, I'm gonna leave the aces face up. This is the most visual and the one I wanna start explaining. I pick up 1, 2, 3, and then I had to riffle without making a lot of noise, leaving the joker right there. And I need to drop these cards right behind. But be careful, when you drop the cards, the hand has to be contacting the mat. It has to be relaxed right over the mat. Half of the hand has to be on the mat, and the other half of the hand has to be outside of the mat when you lap. So it looks natural. When you try to pick them up, you have to, let go. You either just move the hand or kick it out with the index, but kicking it out, it may look more suspicious. So always, let's say you have a card over here. Now you can drop it in the process of picking up these aces, but I want to be as clean as possible. And when I put these ones right on top, I use the packet in the hand. The middle finger over here concealing the thickness of the 4 aces, okay? Don't put it over here. The middle finger has to be over here, on the corner, right here, not over here, because they can see, because this is a close-up effect, they can see the thickness. When you bring it back, you drop. You just drop naturally the other cards right behind the table. If you have a table that is right over your legs, drop them right in the middle of your legs. If you have a fabric, it's better, so the aces doesn't go right in between the legs. If you have a table like this one below my legs, you have to use a pillow, so they don't hear you dropping the aces, the random cards, okay? So this is the most visual, but probably not the most convenient method. Okay, so as you notice, there are different methods you can actually pick up the aces. Well, as I will show you in the last one, but notice in the beginning of the performance, I mentioned a joker, which I cut about 1 millimeter. You can cut 2 millimeters if you want, so everything can be completely square. So when that spectator cut, notice the deck, it is towards me and not towards them, because I need to be relaxed. The hands have to be relaxed, because I'm gonna drop the rest of the cards right on this packet or in this packet, because in a natural motion and the natural way your hands are resting, that's how I'm gonna drop the cards over here. Well, the aces are over here, the 4 aces, okay? With the joker right below the 4 aces. And then I pick whatever quantity. I'm picking up more than 5 cards over here. So when you pick up the aces, you have to put the middle finger right over here in this corner, not in the center, because this is a close-up production. That's why you have to have the middle finger over here. So you cover the thickness, the fact that you're picking up more than 5 cards maybe with the joker. You put it over here, and because I also have the 4 aces with the joker, I'm gonna riffle with my thumb, so everything falls, and I'm gonna keep a thumb break right below the 4 aces. So that is important before I even start doing anything. So I pick up everything, put it over here, riffle, don't be too loud, so you can transfer the pinky break to the thumb break. Keep in mind that you have a huge thumb break over here, so you have to have the packet tilt in 45-degree angle like this. Don't keep it straight, because it's too easy for the audience. Even if they are right in the front, they can move a little bit towards the side and they can see the huge thumb break. So just keep it tilt and it looks natural. Pick up 1 ace, 2 ace, the third one. I have one last ace over here, but I'm gonna distract the audience by putting the third ace right away from me, so I can drop everything below the thumb break right on the third stack. So in the process of showing the card, I'm throwing immediately whatever I have over here. You can show 2, 3, and 4 cards, the 4 aces. I usually keep them, the black ones, separated from the red ones, so because the way I'm gonna give them up, they're gonna end up being interlaced in color. Once again, 1, 2. Now you don't need actually the joker. I actually have it over here. Let me get rid of this so you can see the alternative. 2, 3, and again I'm picking up maybe 5 or 6 cards. but I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, and this third card I'm gonna put it once again over here, and I can, drop everything, peel off everything, and just keeping up the top card. But that's gonna take me an extra second. It's not gonna be as fast as possible. The second thing you can do, another way you can do this, is by just keeping the aces bent up, and this one bending the opposite way, so you have a huge thumb break. Not this big, obviously, but I'm just making a point, okay? So you pick up 1, 2, 3, and here you have to pick up just the 4 aces. Put them over here, and maintain the thumb break right below the 4 aces. So again, you count 1, notice the middle finger over here on the corner, 2, 3, but because I already have the thumb break, that's the point. I need a thumb break so I can drop it immediately. When showing over here, I'm dropping over here. So I don't have to struggle, okay? So it is much better to have a thumb break rather than just do a natural peeling, okay? That's my recommendation. Okay, the third method, also I have the 4 aces. This is the classic method, okay? The one I see everybody doing it. I'm gonna put the stack right over here, because so that way I'm gonna pick them up. The 4 aces are right over here, okay? So I'm gonna pick up the whole stack and leave it out. This is the aces, and the other ones are over there. 2, 3, and 4. I have 3 random cards in the ace, as you can see. 3 random cards right over the ace. Close everything, or square the 4 cards, and take random card, leaving the pinky break right there. 2, 3, flip it over, and pick up the whole stack of 4 cards. Okay, the same cards you were picking from each and every stack. But when you bring this ace right over here to spread, you also have to use the middle finger over here on the corner to conceal the thickness, because this is a close-up production. You have to use the middle finger over here in this corner, not in the middle, not like that, but it has to be right over here on the corner to conceal the thickness. I want the aces to finish over here, because let's say they finish on this packet on this side, I had to pick up this one, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, I have the ace over here. The issue is that when I square and do 1, 2, 3, I have a pinky break right below the 3 cards. And when I'm bringing it over here, they can see the side. As you can see, they can see the side when I bring it over here instead of over here. Over here, I'm not showing the side. But when I bring it over here, I'm showing the side. So you probably flash it, you still can conceal it because of the rhythm that you're using. Keep the same way you're picking it up, each and every ace. Try to do it with the rest of them so it doesn't look too suspicious. So the first one doesn't look too suspicious, okay? This is the way it is done. I have the 4 aces over here, okay? I'm gonna leave it face up. So I also pick up the stack, but instead of putting the cards right over this ace of the previous method, the one I just explained, I'm gonna put them right under this ace. I'm gonna split the packet. It depends on the thickness of the packet. Let's say the thickness of the packet is really thin, like this one. I'm gonna put it all the way at the bottom, okay? But I'm using my index and middle finger to bring it up, so they don't see the separation between this ace and the last one. Okay, whatever quantity of the cards you have. If the packet is really thick, then you have to split it with a middle finger about the center, and this card is gonna conceal the fact that you're gonna put it right in the center of the packet, not right under the ace. And the other one's right there. I don't like this one because when you try to square everything, you have to be careful. And also you can split in the front. Over here you may cause some shadows from the split. Index and middle finger are over here, pushing the 3 cards from below the packet, below the stack. And you square, try to square everything and conceal all the discrepancies right under this hand. and you can start showing the aces. Well, this is not part of it. Let me repeat it so I don't have to come back. 1, I'm splitting already in the process of picking it up. The next one, the next card. So right there, I have the 4 cards. I square everything and bring the ace right over here, right on top of each and every packet. Okay, so for the last ace production, I have 4 aces and 1 double back. That's the only gimmick card that you need. Okay, so I'm gonna put it right there. 3 aces, double back, and 1 last ace over here. Okay, so I need 5 cards in that sequence. It's just that the double back is second from the top, and here it's gonna be much better if you actually bend the top 5 cards the opposite way. So when you put them back to back, you can see the huge thumb break. Obviously not this big, that's too obvious, but if you have a brand new deck of playing cards, that's gonna be even more obvious. So if that's the case, you can dribble a little bit, do a little mess, don't square, and because this huge discrepancy is gonna conceal better the huge fact that they are bent against. Okay, so you can ask the audience to cut in half, so you can have a decent stack over here. I have the aces right over here, so I pick up 1, and I can, by pressing over here on this corner, this opposite one where the pinky is located, I can do a pinky break quite easily in the process of peeling off the ace and then an indifferent card right on top. Okay, that's it. I maintaining the pinky break over here. All right, these 4 cards I need to spread it the opposite way. So this ace is going below. Let me get rid of these 3 indifferent cards. This ace is going below the pinky break, which is below the 4 aces. But the audience, they don't notice because you are using these 3 indifferent cards to cover. You spread the opposite way, bring this last card all the way to the back and below the pinky break. Try to bring, because I spread with the cards I jog, you have to bring them back over here to the deck level. And because I have the last card over here, I'm gonna turn over in a square in the process of turning over the whole stack, whatever quantity I have over here. I'm gonna square everything in the process of flipping over, turning over. And it's better for you, instead of just spreading the cards like aces like this, you may end up spreading over here as well. So you have to be careful over here. Just take 1 ace at a time, okay? So you don't keep spreading. This is an issue that you have to get rid of after you finish the routine, when the audience is not paying attention. You can do another routine with this setup, or you can just do a double cut and bring the 3 cards, in different cards all the way at the bottom, and proceed to whatever you want to do. Or you can also, in the process of relaxed, you can throw them right behind, you can lap them, you can just do the gravity change from here, as I already explained in a different video. Just go to this video full note. That's not the point, just you can leave it alone and proceed to something else. 5 different productions, really amazing, and I hope you have enjoyed this performance.